What is up, App Nation? I am Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.co. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this mastermind video. So if you're interested in joining the mastermind, fill out that form below. You can click that link below and fill out that form to schedule a quick 5 to 15 minute call with me to go over any questions you may have about the mastermind. But I want to take this moment to tell you all about the mastermind, why I started it, and why it's been one of the proudest things I've ever done in the history of the App Masters community. And so there's a quote that I love, and you probably heard about it, and you probably heard me saying it, but you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So think about who you're spending the most time with. Now, I always point to this, but I love my friends. They're fantastic, right? Like, I get to talk to them about sports, Survivor, anything I want. But when it comes to business, you need to be surrounded by those who are actually in business as well, who understand some of the highs and some of the lows that you may be going through and can help you along that way. And so really think about the 5 people you spend your most time with and how you can elevate your business by spending people who are maybe a little bit higher than you, who they may be at where you want to be. And so really think about that. And I'll tell you exactly why I decided to start this mastermind. So when I was still in corporate back in 2013, John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire opened up his mastermind. And I said, wow, that's amazing. I've kind of been hearing a little bit here and there about the mastermind philosophy and what this thing was, but I didn't really know exactly what it was. And so I decided to join anyway. I said, let's do this. And I joined. I was one of the first 50 to join. And it was one of the best things I've ever done. I met so many great entrepreneurs. And I'll tell you a story. It was in the mastermind that I kept seeing. We had a private Facebook group. And I kept seeing everybody saying, I set a date to leave corporate. I set a date to leave corporate. And I said, wow, that's amazing. Maybe I should set a date to leave corporate. And so I did. Because of all the motivation and the energy within the mastermind, I decided to set a date. And in the mastermind as well, I met my business coach, Katie McCarthy, and she actually sort of put that strategy, put the stepping stones in place, the foundation in place for me to actually leave corporate. So it was a great thing. And when I was in it, I said, wow, this is fantastic. Wouldn't it be cool to have something similar in the app space? So I said, let's do it. And so I decided to create this mastermind, and it's been, again, one of the best things I've ever done. And I'll tell you another story. Paul Kemp of the App Guy podcast, he said, Steve, we're emailing back and forth about something different, maybe guests and seeing who would be a great guest. But he said, Steve, I've been talking to a lot of people in your mastermind, and people in your mastermind really love you. And he said that unsolicited. And I got to say, that was one of the proudest moments for me, because I always strive to make sure that people in the mastermind are getting tons of value. And you never know, because they could be just saying nice things to me, saying, of course, it's great. But to hear it from somebody else that people are really enjoying the mastermind and getting value out of it, that is one of the proudest things for me. And so let me tell you, if you're still with me, and if you're still interested in joining, let me tell you exactly what is involved in the mastermind, because there is a fee for this. And so it's a private Facebook. We have a private Facebook group where we do most of our communication. So anytime you need tips and tricks, or you found some cool technology, or you just have a question about development or design or marketing, you post it in the Facebook group and people answer. And I had a problem with 64-bit architecture. Okay, I don't know that much about Xcode. But Marco, who's in the mastermind, he posted an answer. Boom, I fixed it, and I got my app. It was a reskin, but I got it out there. And then this is just where a lot of things happen in the private Facebook group. A lot of the activities as well. We also have regular hangouts. And so every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, and that just happens to be the best time because we have people in Europe, we have people in Australia, and we have people in the US. And 1 p.m. Pacific actually turns out to be morning in Australia, night in Europe, and then for us in the afternoon for the US folks. And so we meet every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm sorry, not every Wednesday. Every other Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific to go over. We use this time to have anybody that wants to be in a hot seat. And so a hot seat allows you to kind of pick everybody's brain. And Pierre, who just created appshots.io, used his hot seat to figure out what features to build for appshots.io. And it was amazing. I stole I stole his strategy in one of the hot seats. I said, hey, let me see. I want to put on this virtual conference for app developers. Let me see which features are really important for you guys. And so I really picked the mastermind's brain. And that's a great hot seat session. So you can talk about some of your wins, what you've learned, what you can help others with, and what you need help with as well. And we're all here for you. The other things we do in the Hangouts is we talk about topic specific things. And so things like whatever you may be the expert in and you want to share your knowledge, you can do that. And so the previous sessions that we just had were about consulting. A lot of us do consulting, or not a lot, but there are people in the mastermind that do consulting. And so somebody wanted to know like how we get clients, what's really worked for us, and we all shared that. And then Andy, who's in the mastermind, he shared using Facebook ads and custom audiences to really create a campaign that has a low CPI. And he shared all the knowledge that he had with that because he's been helping a lot of people with that. And so he's becoming sort of an expert in custom audiences and Facebook ads. And so he shared that. And I record all these Hangouts, so if you can't make that time, you can actually have access to all the audio files and the video files as well. So what else is there? Oh, there are courses that I've been doing. So for those who are familiar, I did these App Masters courses and people would pay a monthly fee for this. I don't do that anymore. I decided to close it down, but you still have access to these courses as well. Frankly, I'm not doing so much of them anymore, but I have 14 courses already in the community about ad monetization with Chris Chigi, ASO with the man, Gabriel Macheret, ASO with Hugh from Sensor Tower, and then Matt Palmer has a course as well about how to drive traffic to your app just outside the App Store as well. And so these are all great courses. Johan has a course about reskinning, and he actually gives away a free source code. So it's amazing. And you have access to all 14 courses. Now, all this stuff comes to a huge amount of value, okay? I'm not even gonna do that internet marketing stuff, but seriously, there's a lot of value in this mastermind. And if you're interested, there is a fee. It's $597. It's a one-time fee for lifetime access in the mastermind. And I decided on one-time fee because I actually started the mastermind with a $290 a quarter fee. It was just something that I was paying, so I just said, hey, let's do it that way. And at the end of the quarter, 9 out of 10 decided to renew, but 1 actually left. And I said, wait a minute. I didn't start this mastermind so that people would just leave. I started this because I wanted a community just like I had at Fire Nation Elite that I could grow with. And so I said, you know what? To the 9 of you that are going to stay, thank you. But cancel your subscriptions and let's just stay together for a very long time. Let this be the place that we can all point to, kind of like I can point to Fire Nation Elite Mastermind. Say, look, this is where it all started. This is where it hockey stick. This is it. This is the community. And so that's why it's a one-time fee. It's $597. There are some payment plans if you need it because I know it's a bit of a high price, but again, lifetime access to the complete community, and it's one of the proudest things I've ever done. And I want to do something special during WWDC. So if you sign up or if you're around, let's do something where we do like a retreat, an App Masters retreat as well. So if you're interested, fill out that form below. We'll set up a time to talk and answer any of your questions that you may have for me. And then I look forward to having you join. And all the first initial Hangouts, I'd love to get everybody in that's interested in joining by April 1st of 2015. So that's just in a couple of weeks. I'd love to get everybody in by then. And I want to limit to the number of people that join. So I'm going to limit it to about 15. I don't think that's probably the right number. If it gets a little bit more than that, it'd be hard to kind of get everything through. But we got 46 members. We're 46 strong. We'd love to have you aboard and join this awesome App Masters Mastermind. And if you got any questions, like I said, fill out that form below. Doop, doop. Why did everybody point to this? Y'all know where the button is. Fill out the form below. Let's schedule a time to talk. And I want to thank you, regardless of whatever happens. Thank you for watching this 10 minutes of 15 minutes of blander from me. But I appreciate you being in the App Masters community. And I hope to meet you in person one day. And if you're ever out in San Francisco, please, or Bay Area, please let me know. And I'd love to grab coffee or drinks or whatever it is. But thank you guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next chat. Bye.